Hello. So,
Yes.
what's your name?
So my name is
Yeah.
Mrs. Gottesman.
Right.
You saw my husband the other day. He showed you all the stones. And now I'll show you the jewelry because we also dealing jewelry on our sites. And
So you don't only have stones.
we don't only have stones, we're also making jewelry from now on. And I wanted to show you some jewelry. And first of all, I'll explain to you the idea of our site. We wanted to bring to the people worldwide our knowledge on how to make jewelry like in the old days. We are working with people from the Place Vendôme that are working close to our office. Here you're not in the office, you're in the showroom. But close to our office where you went to interview my husband the other day, there are all the artisans, we call it, the people working for the Place Vendôme, and we work with them also. And they're working exactly like you see this what we call here the bonheur du jour that you would see maybe in some showrooms in other places, in boutiques. It is from the 18th century. And why do I start with this? Because you'll see in big what we sell in small. You see the wood, how it's displayed, you see how the work was done, how it was put together, and this was, you see the legs, how they are crafted, and this is the way we work, exactly the same way with our jewelry. Meaning this is from the 17th century, and you can keep it in your family for ages if you take good care of it. And the jewelry is the same thing, but it's smaller. And since it's smaller, you see this little jewelry close to this big piece of furniture. It's smaller, you can travel all around the world and take with you your piece of art, your piece of craftsman. It takes less place than this bonheur du jour, but it's the same work involved, the same knowledge, the same file, like you do the files, it's the same, it's difficult for me to explain maybe in English, but the same craftsman is has
Same philosophy, maybe?
the same philosophy, exactly. We are working the same way than you see this piece of furniture. And now we all, like internet, we are traveling all around the world. And sometime we need to, you go to Japan or to China, and you want to bring with you something really close to your culture. And this is the piece of jewelry is the best patrimoine, the best thing that is left, that you can bring all over the world without too much difficulties. And I'll show you, for example.
So, for example, this what you call it?
Bonheur du jour.
This bonheur du jour has stayed in your family for a long time, or?
Yes, very, very, very long time, since 17th century. And this was used for women to look at themselves, write, put some their little papers, their little secret things, right? And here I put some jewelry to show you. And now we can talk about jewelry.
All right.
So this is the very usual type of jewelry for weddings. Often you wear this kind of jewelry for weddings.
Yeah.
And this is done straight from the metal. So this is why we call it from like the wood here. It's directly done from the metal. And it's file like in the old. It's not casted. It's not done with machine. It's really done by hand.
So which is this one?
So this one is in pink gold, which I found it really. Sorry. Sorry. This is in pink gold, and which is quite modern lately, and this is done for a wedding or just before an engagement ring, you know. It's done, you'll see on the side the way it is, it's done.
All right. So did you say what kind of gold?
Pink gold. It's a mixture of copper and gold. And actually, I think for, blonde people, it suits quite nicely with the skin, of blondes. For example, in China, Chinese prefer white gold. Probably it suits better their skin. So a piece of jewelry, you cannot just choose a piece of jewelry like this, You have to think how it suits you. That's why on our site we want to write about how to wear a piece of jewelry. And we're going to try to continue doing it by video. I'll show you on me, for example. I have a blonde skin. This is white gold, you see. This here, our necklace, is white gold.
White gold. So it's full gold. It's just gold.
It's gold. It's just white. And you see that it fits not as well as this color on me.
All right. Which one is that? That was the what do you call it?
The one, the pink gold.
Pink gold.
Yes. And you have also, I found it really nice, yellow gold, brushed, matte, which also suits, it's much modern, contemporary type of jewelry.
So on that one you have many small ones?
Yes, this is engagement rings, small engagement rings that we're going to sell on the net. And just to show you the difference of colors of the gold, Right. And how it can change the whole the way it fits. It's like this one, for example. This is a little too small for me. You see how this is too small? It looks small on me. I'm not at the period of an engagement. So my fingers, are a little different. This, if I show you this piece of jewelry, this is pink gold. It's a little larger. It will fit me much more. You're a woman of a certain age. You have certain type of hands. This will fit me better because it's larger. It doesn't have to be more expensive because it's larger. You see that the diamonds are set apart like this.
All right.
Large doesn't mean more expensive, or thin doesn't mean less expensive. It depends the
Yeah.
diamond you put on it.
And it depends also the kind of gold and.
The gold, yes, no, the gold is not such a big difference. I take this piece of jewelry, for example, which is also pink gold.
Yeah.
This is a princess cut that you probably saw the other day.
All right.
You've seen some of them. Now you see it mounted on a piece of jewelry. This is a small ring that you can give to a young girl.
Yeah.
I mean, young woman. It doesn't even have to be an engagement ring. It's this is a type of piece of jewelry a woman young woman, professional, can start buying for herself. You know. Or this necklaces, pendants. It's very small. It looks. This is usually the type of jewelry that a young woman would buy for herself, except this one. Now the Saint Valentin Day was yesterday. You see, this is a little heart. This is a diamond that is cognac color, which is quite modern now, and it's beautiful on the skin. This is a little heart, also with diamonds on gold, yellow gold. And this, you see the necklace here. I'll show you this necklace that is part of our collection. Is on white gold. And it will fit. It would fit all kind of skin, but it will maybe better on darker skin or more yellowish, olive, like we call it in France, olive skin, than pink skin. So this is all kind of little devices we can give to our customers. We can talk about it on the phone. We can talk about it through the emails, through videos, through the things we are writing as well. I can show you another some piece of jewelry here. This is a very regular French engagement rings. Marguerite, it's called. This is very, very traditional engagement ring here in France. This is a sapphire with diamonds around it. And it's mounted, you see, on the other side.
Right.
So this piece of jewelry, for example, contrary to the other one that you saw here, like this one, or the other one that are done directly in the metal, this one is coming from a cast.
From a what?
A cast, mold.
Yeah.
So, but it's of course finished by the jeweler by hand, but it's coming from a cast. So it's a different type of jewelry. This here this piece of jewelry here is done also from a cast. I want to show you something that is quite different.
Can you try and just move them around, those, just so we can see the stones?
The stones?
Yeah, of all the different ones.
I'll do something. this, for example. So this is like a typical engagement rings. I'll show you all different type. Some that are looking alike. They all look alike when you look at it. But if you look closer, you'll find a lot of details. I'll put that aside. You see?
Details.
Details. This you see the diamonds. It's barrette diamonds. This is princess. This is princess as well. This is brilliant. This is also princesses. And you see the way they are separated or mounted inside, or again like barrette between them. All these little differences make the difference between the rings that are quite traditional when you look at them, or the color of the gold, the shape of the diamonds. I'm going to try to put them like this. I have to put them like this. Up, up, up. Like this, like this. So you see there is a very detailed, each one has a little detail, a little different.
You're trying to go closer to the...
Like this. I think...
Alright, this looks good, I think. Apart from my shadow.
Oh yeah, but you see...
Yeah. So, do you have the catalog of all the prices, or not really?
No, I don't have a catalog yet.
Approximate?
Oh, this it depends on the diamonds. It depends mainly on the diamonds you put on those rings, and this is why buying those type of jewelry on internet is worthwhile, because we can sell the diamonds much cheaper than we would sell in a shop. So for the price you pay 20% less, because the diamonds will cost you much less. The work that is done on it, we are trying to keep the, like I told you before, the quality of the Place Vendôme, because we're working with the same craftsmen than in Place Vendôme. So, but you will pay definitely less for the diamonds, and
so definitely less on your website.
On the website. If you come to the showroom, it might be a little bit more expensive for certain pieces, because we have to be a showroom. Then when you have a showroom, it's a service, but it will cost more, because it costs just to keep it, to have a place in Paris. It costs more money, of course. So that's why buying through the internet will definitely cost us, the dealers, less. It doesn't mean that the service will be less good, because we are going to send the jewelry to you. If you don't like it, you can send it back to us within a number of days. We'll have a person talking to you on the phone. We have this showroom as well, but then the price cannot be the same than on the site.
But this
So
is
it's
like
worthwhile.
a virtual showroom, so that's free.
That's free here now. That's why I
Yeah.
take advantage of my lesson.
This is
It's
actually
difficult to
better
explain
than
in
for
English.
real, because now we can get up close, and for real it's difficult to look inside the microscope. I mean
Maybe the difference is that if you have a real buyer in front of you, a real client,
yeah?
then you don't maybe talk the same way.
Yeah.
I guess. Now I'm trying to explain the difference is that if you have a real buyer in front of you, a real client,
Yeah?
then you don't maybe talk the same way.
Yeah.
I guess. Now I'm trying to explain the color of the stone, how it works on this and that, how we're working with people from the Place Vendôme. Maybe
Yeah.
if there is a buyer, a real one in front of me, I'm not talking the same way, of course.
Could you move the different ones at the level of the front ones?
This one?
Just all the different ones, just move them forward kind of a little bit.
Like this?
Like yeah, but just put them on the table, I think.
Yes.
And then all of them nearly close to each other. Yeah, behind, you know.
Ah, okay, like this?
Okay.
I'm trying to look like this. Like this. And then this one.
Just so people can choose. And they can just click on the one they want and it comes on.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That's the point.
that's the point.
Alright.
And you see the difference of the gold, the colors, how beautiful this is?
Ah, it's like a...
This is, yes, this is, and this is another,
It's really nice pieces actually.
this.
And natural light. It's not in studio light or anything.
Right, exactly.
This is the natural
Light,
look.
yeah. This is exactly the way
It should look.
it should look.
It's better than looking with the neon lights.
It's much better, I think, because it's sunlight. And this. So here today, unfortunately, since I didn't know you were coming, I didn't have time to go to the bank and to our show, to the office, to take our collection, because the collection we put it in another place. So we have all our creations that are somewhere else. We have about a couple of designers working for us. This is one of the pieces. I just had it here.
Yeah. This is one of your own designs.
Own designs.
Yeah.
Which is a piece, like we call it now, journey piece, meaning when this is like for anniversary gifts, you know.
Yeah.
It shows love before, now, and the future. The three bound. You can add to it.
Do you have an idea approximately how much it cost?
This will cost around 3,000 euro.
3,000 euros.
Yes.
But it has a lot of diamonds.
There is a lot of diamond, especially, and the work. It's
real diamonds. I mean.
and the work is done.
3,000. Yeah.
And this is no, but the work, special.
Yeah.
You know, the work is done by those craftsmen. It's you can put every details. If you find it such a good work, you know.
Yeah.
In you call me, I come.
This looks good. Looks like good work.
For that work, it could cost. You know, you have prices for a piece like that. That could be much more expensive. But since we are going to sell on the net, it costs less, of course. So you tell me, yes, but I want to touch things. I want to try it on me, you know, when I buy, which I understand. That's why we keep a showroom, you know. You can
Yeah.
always come, and it's a small surrounding. It's not on the street, so you can feel more comfortable, and you can try it like if you were in your own house, and you take your time to decide. No problem. But if you buy from the net, of course, it will be a little less.
Right. Maybe they can email you and ask you to make more videos
They can
for some special one.
Yes.
Maybe this special one you.
Yes.
As soon as you know how to use the camera, then it will
But
work.
this is like for this kind of engagement rings that are quite traditional. You can buy them easily from the net, without making a big, enormous mistake. From our collection as well. I mean, you can. It's here you have emerald cut, a small emerald cut. How you can mount it.
All right.
This is also quite traditional.
Small emerald
Shiny
cut.
golds, yellow gold.
There's like how many stones over there? 1, 2, 3, 7 stones.
Yes. This